They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bearcats about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did in high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to... Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's long. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Illini. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires it incomplete. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's long. This time he's got it.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive line, and the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick strike complete. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First down to throw. Fires on the move. Finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill.
Back to throw, it's long.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They booted away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Griffin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been...
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Yates. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's long. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Connor.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
It is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
First down.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Yates. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
First down, Illinois.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to set up the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Sweet cut there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's long. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. A brave new world as they make it into the red zone for the first time in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's Yates. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Plucks it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Got his man. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Illinois right back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's long. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Yates.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Motion from the wideout.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's long. Here comes the heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Grab near the sticks. It's Connor. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Snap it to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Back to the ground with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that pass was knocked down, but the good defensive play is not going to stand. I think the D was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Hunt is on its way. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. This time on target. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kick is in the air. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's long. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Headed outside for the line. It's Griffin. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Try to barge their way in. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's long. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Rush is on him. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Cincinnati, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Connor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's incomplete on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They'll give it to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's long. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. He'll pull it on the read. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Looking to throw, it's long. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt.